This is your girl Renee, and I'm hoping everybody is having a fabulous day because I know I am. This is another episode of Cooking in the Kitchen with Renee, and this is a very special episode because I have been asked to do a collaboration with Best Yet Journey. You guys know Lydia, and that collaboration is a bean collaboration. She asked us to choose a bean that we would like to cook. So I chose a traditional bean that everybody knows about, but I am going with black-eyed peas. So I'm going to take you step by step with me on how I prepare black-eyed peas. So I love black-eyed peas. They are some of the best peas you could ever have because they go with everything. They're easy, and you could put your own little spices in them to kind of kick it up. Because what do I always say in my kitchen? Miss Renee loves flavor. So the first thing you need to do is when you want to start cooking black-eyed peas is that you get your black-eyed peas. You're going to need a bowl. Let me bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to need a bowl, and what I do is I open my bag and I pour them in my bowl. And my mother used to make us sit on the porch, and she used to make us look through these beans, and if we found a bean that didn't look good, then she would make us like this bean right here. If we found a bean that looked like this, that look like it's got a little brown on it, or the black part of how the beans got their name, black-eyed pea, was all messed up, she'd be like, put that to the side. That's not a good bean. So we would be sitting on the porch, going through, looking through our beans. But the way I do it is I fill my bowl up with water, and I let my bowl of beans sit overnight. And all the beans that are not good beans, they always rise to the surface. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some water to my bowl, and I am going to let it stay overnight, and then I will come back and I will let you guys see exactly how these beans look once they have sat overnight, and I will show you what I'm talking about. How all the bad beans and all the protective covering that are on these beans will just rise to the top, and then we can just scoop them off. So that's how I'm going to do it. So what I'm doing now is I am going to fill up this bowl with some water. Like that. And I like to move them around so they can get all coated with the water, and I use cold water. And as you can see, even now, with me just putting a little bit of water on top of these beans, I see one bean that's already coming to the top. I'll show you that in a minute so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see. Move them around. All the beans that aren't the best beans, they will come to the top. Let me see. Do you see how some of these beans are floating to the top? Like this one's floating. And I usually just go ahead and scoop the tops of them off. See, like this bean right here. Now let me show you what I'm talking about, which isn't a good bean. Do you see that one brown bean right here? See how it's all discolored and stuff? That is not a good bean. That is not a bean you want to be eating. So I would throw that away. You see this little piece that floated to the top, and then this one, it has to be something wrong with it because it's all wrinkled, and it's not very heavy. All right, guys. So I will come back to you when these beans have been sitting overnight, and we will start on part 2 of how Miss Renee prepares her black-eyed peas. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi guys, our beans have soaked overnight and all the outer casings of the beans have floated to the top, as well as beans that we do not want to cook today. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So as you can see, you see all this outer coating of the beans floating at the top. We do not want that. So what you want to do is you want to go, and I usually scoop them up and I throw these away. But let me show you exactly what they look like. You see that outer coating of that beans? That is not what you want to keep. This is what you're going to throw away. And you also want to get any kind of beans that has floated to the top. You want to discard those as well. And usually I just move my beans around in my pot to make sure I can get all that outer casing to float to the top. And as you can see, there's a whole lot of that float to the top. So I'm going to take a few minutes to clean this all up, get these beans washed. And you want to wash them thoroughly to where your water is not cloudy, it is clear. So once I get that done, then we're going to get to the good part of making our delicious black-eyed peas. Guys, I have washed my beans, and it usually takes me about 40 to 45 minutes because this is the part of the process that you do not want to rush, because this is very critical, because you do not want any of those bad beans or the outer coating of those beans to be still in your water. So this is what your product should look like once you do all your washing. It should look just like this. You see how my water is all nice and clean? And as I'm washing my beans, I go like this under the water to make sure, you know, I put some friction on those beans to get all that outer coating on there. And then it just makes your beans look so much whiter. Look, see how white those beans are? That lets me know my black-eyed peas are clean and they are ready to go. All right, so these are the things that I'm going to put in my pot. I always start with seasoning of my water that's in my pot. So let me take you over there and show you exactly what I'm talking about. As you can see, I have my big stock pot, medium stock pot on my stove, and I'm going to put that on medium-high heat. And into that water is where you want to put all your seasonings that's going to make your black-eyed peas be so tasty and so delicious. So what goes in my pot first is the main attraction. I usually, let me show you the ingredients. I use smoked turkey tails. If you guys have never seen it, this is what it looks like. And this is what the meat looks like. Aren't they beautiful? Look at these. All that good meat on those turkey tails. This, if you have never ever tried smoked turkey tails, you need to try it. If you don't like smoked turkey tails, you can do smoked turkey. You could put ham in there. You can go old school and do like ham hocks, neck bones, whatever you want to season your meat. You can put bacon in there, whatever your taste is. Mine, I love the way this flavors my greens and my black-eyed peas. So also I'm going to be adding some onion and some bell pepper. And these are my little onions that I grew in my garden. So I've got them all chopped up and I have them in the bowl right along with the bell peppers that I grew in my garden. I'm telling you, you need to start getting that garden banging and popping out there. So, and I also use some black pepper. I'm going to put some garlic powder in there, or you can use this complete seasoning that has like more onions. It has garlic. It has parsley. It has all kinds of good stuff. And you know we can get this at Wally World. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish chopping up this onion really quickly. And then I'm going to add that to my bowl. And then I'm going to throw all this stuff into my pot. So I'm going to put all my onions and my bell peppers in there. that goodness out of that bowl. We don't want to leave anything behind. And I'm going to put some pepper in here. Love it. Then I'm going to put some of that complete seasoning in here. Then I'm going to throw some of my red lunchbox peppers that I did. Look at this. I need to go and dehydrate some more and make some more spices because Miss Renee has practically used everything out of this jar. Out of those jars. And these are the jars that I got from Amazon. And they are really cool and convenient. So I'm going to throw that in there. And then I'm going to give it a good stir. And then I'm going to put my smoked turkey tails into this pot. And this is what's going to flavor this water so it can have that wonderful seasoning in it. And I usually let this cook for maybe about 50 minutes, almost to an hour, because I want this water to take on all the ingredients that I put in here. These onions, these bell peppers, the smoked turkey tails, that black pepper, that complete seasoning. So this is when you can just put it on the stove, let it do what it do. You go have yourself some tea or some coffee, and then you come back in about an hour, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right? So, I will see you in a little bit. You guys, we are at the final step of making our delicious black-eyed peas. I have been waiting for this all day. Now, we have put our meat in there. It's simmered for like 50 minutes, and this is what it's supposed to look like. Let me show you. You see how the meat has gotten so tender in here. Let me show you. I'll get the fork, and we're gonna let you see, let you know it's ready for your beans. You see how this meat right here just pulls apart? Look at that. Look at how flaky that is. So good. And all the vegetables and the water has picked up all of those seasonings from all the vegetables. And so another tattletale sign is around the side of your pot right here, you'll see the seasonings kind of like cling to the inside of your pot. That's when you know it is time for your black-eyed peas. So here is the black-eyed peas. I have drained them, and I'm just going to add them now into the pot. And then we're going to stir these bad boys up. Look at that. They're going to get all incorporated with all that good turkey tails and all that bell peppers and onions and all that great garlic seasonings. I can't wait. So, when I come back, it will be time to plate up these black-eyed peas, and you will see what I serve with this black-eyed peas. I know you guys have been waiting all day to see how Miss Renee throws down on these black-eyed peas. So, hang tough. Don't miss a minute of this Cooking in the Kitchen with Miss Renee, whipping up some delicious, mouth-watering black-eyed peas. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Check out these peas. Simmering with all that goodness. Look at that. Let me just tilt it so you can see. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Guys, well, we have come to the end of Cooking in the Kitchen with Miss Renee in Renee's Garden to show you how to make sensational, mouth-watering, can't get enough black-eyed peas. So, Are you ready? Because I know I'm ready, because we have been working on these black-eyed peas all day long. So let me bring you on down so you can see exactly what my black-eyed peas look like. Isn't that wonderful? We have black-eyed peas, and we have them, and you know Miss Renee always puts a twist in her black-eyed peas. And what is my twist? I put okra in my black-eyed peas. And of course, who can't have black-eyed peas without some cornbread? So what do we always do? We have to make sure that we do a fabulous taste test of whatever comes out of Miss Renee's kitchen. So let's go ahead and have a bite. All right, here we go. Scrumptious. Look at that. That okra to me just makes the dish. So here we go. And I have rice at the bottom. And we have to have some cornbread, because you cannot eat black-eyed peas without some cornbread and some of that smoked turkey tail. So let me show you this. I got cornbread, I got my okra, and I got my turkey tails. Here we go. This is so good, I cannot contain myself. So if you ever have an opportunity to make black-eyed peas, come on over. Come on over and cook with Miss Renee, because I've given you step by step on how to make black-eyed peas. And I also want to give another wonderful, wonderful thank you to Best Yet Journey for including me in this collaboration of beans. So thanks, Lydia, for inviting me into your collaboration, and I am truly blessed, and I'm truly humbled. Thank you, girl. And with that being said, Miss Renee want to get on down with these black-eyed peas. So as I always say, get in that cook kitchen and get to cooking. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day, and Miss Renee will see you in the next video. All right, you guys, don't forget, make some of these black-eyed peas. Take care.